Welcome to the Diamond Shine Right to Know and HAZCOM training. This training course is offered to review our Right to Know and Hazard Communication program, along with the standards adopted globally harmonized system. Please follow along with your handout and initial each topic. The Globally Harmonized System of Classification and Labeling of Chemicals, GHS, is a system for standardizing and harmonizing the classification and labeling of chemicals. This system provides a common and coherent approach to classifying chemicals and communicating hazard information on labels and safety data sheets. Chemicals can enter our body through inhalation, skin absorption, and ingestion. Diamond Shine has developed a program to establish procedures for working with and handling hazardous substances. This program supports compliance with the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA. This program applies to all company employees who are routinely exposed to hazardous substances. A Workplace Accident and Injury Reduction Program, AWARE. It is our policy at Diamond Shine to ensure a healthy workplace for all employees. Managers, supervisors, and employees are all responsible for implementing this program. We have committed resources to ensure safety on our job sites. Our goal is to reduce the number of accidents, injuries, and maintain an excellent safety record. Managers will inspect each area of the worksite when on site. Safety meetings are held quarterly. All employees are welcome to participate. Please contact Human Resources or your manager for more information. The different hazard classes are divided into 3 general groups. Physical hazards typically involve chemical reactions that can cause property damage or physical injury. Health hazards include poisons or other materials that cause biological harm. Environmental hazards are the ones that damage the environment as a whole, usually on a long-term basis. Copies of SDS sheets are located at each location where employees are assigned to work inside the safety box. SDS sheets are formatted in 16 sections. Sections 1 through 8 contain general information about the chemical, identification, hazards, composition, safe handling practices, and emergency control measures, e.g., firefighting. This information should be helpful to those that need to get the information quickly. Sections 9 through 11 and 16 contain other technical and scientific information, such as physical and chemical properties, stability and reactivity information, toxicological information, exposure control information, and other information including the date of preparation or last revision. Please contact your manager or the Human Resources Department if you are not able to locate a copy of the SDS book inside the safety box. GHS labeling requires product identifier, hazard statement, precautionary statement, supplier identification, signal word and pictograms. Containers provided by the manufacturer will be considered acceptable for use and properly labeled when the following information is provided. Clearly labeled container. Appropriate hazard warnings are noted. The name and address or phone number of the manufacturer is listed. If any container is found to have a missing or damaged label, please contact your manager immediately. In some cases, we might need to transfer chemicals to a generic container. If this needs to be done, please make sure that container is appropriately labeled. Do not transfer chemicals into unlabeled containers or other containers that had other chemicals in it. If you have any questions, please contact your manager. Health hazard terms. Acute toxicity, any route of exposure. Skin irritation or corrosion. Serious eye damage or irritation. Respiratory or skin sensitization. Carcinogenicity. Reproductive toxicity. Aspiration hazards. Pictograms are graphic symbols used to communicate specific information about the hazards of a chemical. These pictograms have been adopted by OSHA to provide worker safety, health, and conform with GHS and are used worldwide. We will review all the pictograms, but not all of these hazards will be in our regular operations. Flame over circle, oxidizer, can burn without air or can intensify fire in combustible materials. Flame, flammable if exposed to ignition sources, sparks, heat, and may give off flammable gases. Exploding bomb, explosives may explode if exposed to fire, heat, shock, and friction. Skull and crossbones, toxic material which may cause life-threatening effects even in small amounts and with short exposure. Environmental hazards, toxic to aquatic organisms and may cause long-lasting effects in the environment. Exclamation point, irritant, may cause irritation, redness, or rash. Corrosives, may cause skin burns and permanent eye damage. Gas cylinder, gases under pressure. Gas released may be very cold. Gas container may explode if heated. All employees should exercise caution when handling chemicals in the workplace. Chemicals should only be used as instructed. Do not mix chemicals. Do not use a chemical if the bottle is not properly identified. Periodically, employees may be required to perform non-routine tasks which require the use of hazardous substances, chemicals. Prior to starting work on such tasks, each affected employee will be given information by operation management about hazards to which they may be exposed during such an activity. This information will include specific hazards, protective safety measures, and personal protective equipment that must be used. Diamond Shine Building Maintenance is not aware of having exceeded OSHA's 85 dBA TWA action level, average daily dose allowed, on its regular operations. However, hearing protectors are available for your use during operations. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas that will cause headache, nausea, dizziness, if an overexposure condition exists. This is produced whenever propane-operated buffers, equipment, are operated. This type of equipment should only be used in well-ventilated areas. Typical hazards which could result from abuse or mishandling of compressed gas cylinders include leaks and explosions. Safe practices include: the cage which stores propane cylinders at the client location must be clearly labeled with the content and appropriate hazard warnings. Container valves should be kept closed at all times, whether charged or empty, except when the container is in use. Do not roll, drag, or slide containers. Lastly, when gas cylinders are not in use, they should be stored in the outside cages, standing upright. Container leaks. Remove leaking containers outdoors to a well-ventilated area. Tag the leaking container with appropriate warning and notify Diamond Shine Operations Management. Valve leaks. Close container valve and tighten the valve gland or packing nut as appropriate. If the leak continues when the valve is open, reclose the valve and tag the container as unusable. Slide 22. General safety measures. Employees should contact their manager if they have any questions or concerns regarding the proper use and handling of any chemical used in the workplace. Acids are chemically active materials. They are not flammable, but they can react with other chemicals, as in the case of a leak or spill, cause a fire, explosion, or generate a toxic gas. Acid may be found in both solid and liquid forms. Strong alkalis are found in caustic cleaning agents. They also come in both liquid and solid forms. Every job location has a safety box located in the housekeeping closet. Inside this box you will find safety data sheets, personal protective equipment, first aid kit, and a site log with the safety policies, procedures to follow in case of an injury, accident, and contact information. PPE is equipment worn to minimize exposure to hazards that cause serious workplace injuries and illnesses. Glasses. Liquid could splash into the eyes. Safety glasses should be worn. Gloves. Wear chemical-resistant gloves to prevent repeated or prolonged skin contact. Earplugs. Can be worn when operating loud equipment. Disposable masks. Could be worn during cleaning operations to protect against dust. First aid measures. Eyes. If a chemical gets in the eyes, rinse cautiously with water for several minutes. Remove contact lenses if you are wearing them. Continue rinsing for at least 15 minutes. Seek medical attention. Skin. In case of contact, immediately flush with plenty of water. If irritation occurs and persists, get medical attention. Inhalation. If chemicals are inhaled, the person should go outside for fresh air. Ingestion. If ingested, rinse mouth with water and drink plenty of water. Do not induce vomit. If necessary, seek medical attention. Workplace accidents and injuries. Call 911 for any life-threatening situations. If you need immediate medical attention, go to a medical provider. Inform your manager. Call Human Resources 651-493-1378, extension 1001, to complete a first report of injury form. Please contact the Human Resources Department if you have any safety concerns or questions. 651-493-1378, extension 1001. Employees should feel free to register a complaint without fear of retaliation. All issues will be recorded and dealt with based on the merit and nature of the issues. Employees reporting a complaint or compliment will be communicated with the action taken and resolution. Please leave a detailed message, and someone from the Human Resources will return the phone call as soon as possible if a return number is given. The We Care line is an anonymous line where you can leave a message. Remember, extension 1009. Remember to sign and date your checklist and turn it into your manager. This information can be found on the eHub app, SiteLog, Office, and through your manager. Thank you.